15,000 gold. 15,000 gold was the price tag on this vehicle, ladies and gentlemen, on this Tier 3 premium Soviet-Russian tank destroyer. 15,000 gold. Well, let's be honest over here, it is ridiculous that this was the amount of gold players had to pay on the black market 2020, which ended something like 2 or 3 weeks ago, if they wanted to get this vehicle into their garage. Well, actually 1,500 fastest black market hunters were able to get this vehicle on the EU server. Russian server had a couple more, but I heard Russian server sold out basically automatically as well. And of course it had that crazy black market bug. When you bought this vehicle for 15,000 gold, at first you actually received a tier 4 standard tech 3 Chinese tank destroyer. Not his premium tank what you paid 15,000 gold for, but you received a standard tier 4 tech 3 vehicle, which was hilarious in my opinion. I actually got a lot of laugh out of it because I was never worried that Wargaming is simply going to take our gold away or we are not going to get this vehicle, because even Wargaming is not going to do that. Because otherwise, yeah, the amount of rage from all across the servers would be way too much to handle. But eventually, something like 1 day later, all the players who were able to buy this tank received SU-76I 2-tier accounts. Now, is it worth it? Was that worth it? Because I was actually one of those guys who decided to pick it up, but I decided to pick it up only for one reason, only because I'm making content and sometimes people would like to see something extremely rare, like this vehicle over here. It is actually one of the rarest vehicles, but at the same time it is by far one of the most overhyped tanks in this game, if not the most overhyped vehicle in the world of tanks. Well, this battle, what you are watching on the background at the moment, is kind of ridiculous. This tank is actually going to be in 1 versus 9 situation in a moment, because all those 5 teammates who are still alive are going down as well without killing anyone else. So it is going to be 1 versus, well actually, yeah, they are not going to kill anyone else, and it is going to be 1 versus 9, so enjoy that action on the background. But I would say this battle was a fluke. This battle could have been done with some other tanks as well, because I have played, I think when I bought it, I played it only once, like only one time, but I played something like 3, 4, 5 battles just to get some background footage for one of my black market episodes, and this vehicle is getting penetrated easily, so it frontally doesn't have like overpowered armor. In tier 3 battles I was constantly getting penetrated from the front with standard rounds. Let's not even talk about premium rounds. So this vehicle is getting penetrated. But the gun is actually really nice. The gun is fast firing, it has decent alpha damage for the gun, so it can back a bunch definitely, but it cannot take too much beating in nowadays world of tanks anymore. But more about the vehicle characteristics and how it compares a bit later after this battle. But I said this tank is one of the most overhyped tanks in this game, and Wargaming knows it perfectly fine as well, and hence the price tag. 15,000 gold for a tier 3 premium tank. If we go to the World of Tanks Wikipedia page, we can see that this tank has the regular tier 3 premium tank cost 1,000 gold. So on the black market, the price tag was actually 15 times bigger than it is supposed to be. For a reason. Because on the Russian server, if I remember correctly, it has only been on sale once, and it was on sale for 4 hours many years ago, and it has never been on sale on the Russian server, for example, ever since. On the EU server and on the NA server, I remember something like 2-hour sale only, or was it available for 4 hours as well? Anyway, this tank has not been on sale too many times, let's put it that way, and it is one of the rarest tanks in the game. So 15,000 gold price tag for the extreme pixel virtual tank collectors. I guess this is the only group they are targeting with this type of offers, and maybe content creators as well who would like to own some rare vehicles like I, but it feels like I am trying to look excuses for myself why I decided to pick it up for 15,000 gold, because yeah, it is quite ridiculous. Now, it is, in my opinion, it is not as game-breaking and overpowered as Panzer II-J, for example. Panzer II-J is just the pinnacle of the freaking pay-to-win action, pay-to-win tank in this game. It is just completely, like, everything about that vehicle is bad for the matchmaking, is bad for the game, in my opinion. How much gold you have to spend yourself, or sorry, how much credits you have to spend yourself only firing premium rounds if you want to penetrate anything in this game in the first place anyway, and how much premium rounds people have to spend to penetrate you back. There are some tanks, of course, which are able to penetrate Panzer II-J as well, but if in some matchmakings you do not have that, you are not able to do it. And goodbye artillery. 14 kills, ladies and gentlemen. 1 versus 9 situation and 14 kills. SU-76I was able to walk away with 14 kills. Now, as I said, this was kind of a fluke. Like, enemy team didn't put that guy under heavy pressure. They were just moving in one by one, and luckily at the end, for the guy, enemy team only had like tier 2 vehicles alive who are not able to penetrate too many targets in the first place, too many tanks in the first place. So I feel like it was kind of a funny coincidence that SU-76I was able to be in this situation. And the scoreboard is actually quite a shiny one as well. Ace tanker by Black Mesa. Beautiful victory, girls. Hello, hello, long time no see. Razania's medal. We have Golobanov's medal over here. I think this one is destroy at least 14 enemy tanks, or was it 13? I don't remember exactly. Golobanov's medal, cool-headed, high caliber, top gun as well. On the top of that, 1634 damage done. Well, in a tier 3 and tier 2 battle, basically the maximum. 14 kills, 1564 raw experience, and Black Mesa actually damaged every single tank in this battle. Every single enemy tank was damaged by Black Mesa. 15 vehicles damaged and 14 destroyed. Quick 6 minute and 1 second battle. It is like, sometimes, I don't know, you just have to win the lottery to be in this type of battle, in my opinion. Now, when we are talking about the vehicle itself, let's see what is so awesome about it. For example, comparing it to some other tier 3 vehicles. DPM is definitely not the best. As you can see, we have Valentine AT with 2100 damage per minute. We have the others extremely OP tank FCM 36 Pack 40 with 400 meter base view range. It is ridiculous as well. With even better DPM, the standard version is better DPM. SU-76I is over here with 1534. Let's see the damage numbers. The alpha damage is 110, so it is not the highest, but those ones are turbo cannons, so 110 is actually, well, it is part of the highest ones. Now, penetration, once again, is nothing special. We can see that SU-76M can go up to 189, and the first version of the SU-76I's penetration, what we can see is all the way down here. Yes, 102 millimeters of penetration. What else can we compare? Aim time, maybe, gun handling. This one has 1.5 second aiming time once again. SU-76I is way down over here. Boom, 2.1 second aiming time. Mobility, I think, is actually... mobility is actually quite a decent one indeed for a tank destroyer. SU-76I over here with 50 kilometers per hour top speed, and the overall mobility is pretty nice. Hull armor, let's have a look. Where is SU-76I? 60, 30 and 50, but as I said, this can actually be penetrated quite easily in many situations. So quickly, let's take a look at the 3D model, for example, versus another SU-76I. You saw how low this premium penetration even was, because premium penetration was 102, the best version of the penetration, and with the standard rounds versus the standard rounds, 86 millimeters of penetration. You can see it is full green, ladies and gentlemen. 52 millimeters of penetration goes through it, 76, let's say 80 from the upper plate on the flat ground. Then the entire superstructure is easily penetrable as well. So, like, it is not the hardest tank to take out for sure. And it actually has some overmatchable sides as well, only 25 millimeters over there on the side. Yeah, this is how SU-76I Tier 3 Russian Premium Tank Destroyer looks like at the moment. So, like, why? 15,000 gold price tag. Once again, it comes to the rarity of the vehicle and view range 300 meters as well. As I said, the FCM 36 back 40 or whatever it was a or had a 400 meter view range. And now at the same time, when we are comparing what I'm trying to look for, German, right? German Panzer II, this one, in my opinion, is way this one is way more overpowered. Like, look at this. SU-76I can penetrate it with standard rounds, but at the same time it has to be lucky. It is full red, of course, because the standard penetration is only 23, and this is what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I mean, this tank is being even more stupid. It comes with 23 millimeters of standard penetration. And if you use the 2 key, you get 46, which is still not able to penetrate the other Panzer II. 50% chance. Oh, sorry, 32.5% chance to penetrate it into the side, because it has to high roll with the penetration. The average is 46, but you can get the high roll of the penetration 32% of the times you're able to penetrate the side. Let's not even talk about the rare penetrations. But all in all, why I wanted to show you this little end comparison in the first place was when Wargaming released the black market offer for the SU-76I, many players were saying, oh, rip the matchmaking, rip lower tiers now, SU-76s are on the battlefield. I'm just here to calm you down that it is not the most stupidly broken and overpowered thing, so you can relax a bit. The most, or the only thing what is stupidly overpowered and broken about this tank is actually the price tag itself. Freaking 15,000 gold once again. I don't know how many times a little drinking came for you guys. Take a shot every time I say 15,000 gold. 15,000 gold. And another one, 15,000 gold. You must be drunk by now already. Quite hammered. Anyway, that was my today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. 15,000 gold. sorry. Yep, your liver is not going to be happy. 15,000 gold in 1 versus 9 action, and just to talk about this tank a bit more. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up button is for that. If you didn't, thumbs down button is for that. I get you next time with something else. Stay awesome, have a nice Sunday, and take care.